know the movie Selena starring Jennifer Lopez, you might recognize the bridge. There was a scene where Miss Jennifer Lopez was right here at the top. Now, at the end of every concert, Jennifer Lopez still does a song in behalf of Selena, as she probably should. A big part of her career did jumpstart after playing that role in the movie. Over on the left, the Mansion Hotel. Opened up in 1968, just in time for the World's Fair. And if you were looking at that site in 1853, you'd be looking at little boys studying for school at the St. Mary's Academy. Now they outgrew that site later on in the St. Mary's School of Law, then the building sat vacant till two students came back, bought it, and turned it into a luxury hotel.
Used to be a school.
All right, now we're going to the tour, but I got an optical illusion to show you guys. After we get up underneath the bridge, look on the left side of the river, high to the sky, like 20 stories up. It looks like a skinny, freestanding wall. Left side, 20 stories up. Round about now.
That's high.
So that wall was actually part of the Nick's Hospital, which has been there since 1930. The Nick's Hospital was the first fully air-conditioned hospital in the nation. The first to have an indoor garage. And it's the birthplace of Oliver North and Carol Burnett.
Did you hear that? Straight in front of me?
Straight in front of us, the Hyatt Regency, it opened up in 1981. Now the story behind this, originally this building was supposed to be way taller than that. But after they did a shadow test, they realized that the building were to be any taller, it was going to cast a shadow on the Alamo. And that's a big deal around here. We don't do none of that. That is why the San Antonio, even though we are the 7th largest city in the nation, you won't see a big skyline. Out of respect for the Alamo. And the other door to the left, 2 blocks away, you'll be right on the footsteps of the Alamo. On the right, the casino club building. Yes, I did say casino. But if you want you to go over there and play some slot machines and stuff like that, I don't know you're not doing Texas where gambling is illegal. In Texas, you get church bingo. All around that. The kids are always saying, watch out for the ducks, watch out for the ducks. Guys, you can't run over these ducks. I've tried. Nah, we love the ducks around here. We love them, especially if they're orange glazed and roasted nice and crispy. You can go out on a boat like this for dinner, Charlie, like in a restaurant. They're the ones that set you up with that. We drive the boat. They do the cooking. It's actually a lot of fun. And what else a lot of fun on the left, they got a 60-ounce margarita with 13 shots of tequila.
Wow.
Yep. You drink it on a Friday, you wake up on Sunday, and you'll have a good time on Saturday. Over here on the right, there's a statue of Robert Hood. He's the architect of the Riverwalk. He put his office at the bottom of the Clipper building on the right in 1941. Now, the reason why he chose to do this, he wanted to encourage other businesses to come down here After they realized they would be safe and smelly, they did start the comedy first over there on the right called Choctaw Wheel. Opened up in 1946. They were the first to offer riverside dining. Now you're in the natural flow of the San Antonio River. As we make a left-hand turn, we're going to go into the man-made portion of the Riverwalk. I'll get to that in a little bit. But the Riverwalk does always maintain the same level of water within a few inches. I'll tell you a little bit why that's that way, but the Riverwalk does not flood. And that's a good question. Good question. Now, whereas the natural San Antonio River has a rock and mud base, this part is about 45 feet deep. It's concrete. And the types of fish that are in the water is catfish, there's perch, sunfish, like radfish, cellphone fish. Yeah, you can imagine a lot of cell phones comes up in the water. We actually drained the river over a few years, thousands of cell phones. What else ends up in the water? They say on average, 3 people a day will fall in from the sides of the river. I personally think it's more. The top 2 reasons, number 2, alcohol. The number 1 reason, texting. People will text and just walk right into the water.
That's dangerous.
Straight in front of us, the Marriott River Center, it opened up in 1988. Now, it itself is not historic. What was historic was what once stood there in 1906. The Fairmont Hotel was a 3-story, 16,000-ton hotel. Now, Marriott really wanted the spot that they were in, so they agreed to have the old hotel lifted up, put on 36 dollies, and moved with travel trucks. Still resides as a hotel to this day at South Alamo and Weather Street. High to the sky to the right is the crown jewel of the 1968 World Fair called the Tower of America. Now, what you're looking at up there is a restaurant and an observation deck that revolve around one time every hour. And when they built it, it was the tallest freestanding observation deck in the United States for some 30 years, till they built a taller one. A lot of people think it is the Seattle Space Needle. It is not. The tallest one resides in Las Vegas, the Stratosphere. Now, if you'd like to go up into our Tower of Americas, it is $12. Now, me personally, I like to go up using the elevator. But maybe you're more adventurous than me and you would like to go up all 952 steps. You know what I'm saying? They do contests. The guy goes up all 952 steps to get it in 5 minutes and 18 seconds. What did that prove to me? That you ain't got no sense. There was an elevator right there. Now, when they moved the big hotel, they moved it right across this bridge right here. Technology not so great back then. Let me tell you what they did. They put beer and wine bottles up underneath these ledges when they moved the hotel across. That was the technology they had. I think some of my relatives must have come up with that idea. They were like, let's put your beer bottles up under the big there. Y'all happy to know people like that? You're like, shoot, I am that person. Now the area that we're in right now is called the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. It's named after the first Mexican American elected to the House of Representatives. 1961 all the way to 1999. And actually his son also served in the House of Representatives from 1999 to 2013. So 52 years the Gonzalez men kept it in the family. Now San Antonio thrives on its different conventions they have here. It's a very large convention center. Goes all the way over to I-37. My favorite one they do here, every year they do Comic-Con here. Yep, nothing funnier than grown men dressing up as Darth Vader and Green Lantern. But they're sharks, not in freshwater. Freshwater. Maybe some alligators. That's still pretty fun, isn't it? Alligators.